Well, hello there. I hope everyone is having a great day, whether or night or noon, morning, evening, sleeping time, or almost getting ready to go to work. I'm doing fine. I thought today I would come on and talk about the budget for April and give you some free paperwork that you can find online to do your budget if you want to. I've used it and I use it every month because it's just easier for me. You usually don't see me use it. I usually write it on another budget. I'm trying to see how other budgets are stacking up to this one. And technically, the free one kind of eases my mind a little quicker. So we're going to overview that and we're going to do April. It's the middle of March, but I always kind of get ready for the future and see what my past has done or is getting ready to do to the future of my budgeting. I had Marches depending on whatever it's doing, and then April is depending on what happened in March. So I kind of get started about the middle of the month, plus the way we get paid. Okay, I do online things and I get a lump sum usually, unless they give me a bonus later on in the month. Um, we also do other things outside of the home, and our income has increased immensely. Um, it went, basically a low month would be 7,000 a month. Now we're up to over 10,000 a month, and so we're able to pay things more quickly or either save. Right now, I'm in a saving mode because we have not had any money to save. When I started this, I had 17 cents in my savings account, and I had 4 cents in my checking account. And I couldn't wait to start this budgeting and for months, for weeks when it did start. So this is what I use to just kind of start off. It's from Make a Budget, and it's from the federal government, and it's free. And you can run it off at home, you can run it off the library, or wherever you can run it off. Your friend Jinky, whoever, has a computer, and run it off, and it's from consumer.gov, the Federal Trade Commission. So what I do is, this is the colorful one, and then I print mine in black and white. This is the one I scribble on, and then I'll refer it to the colored one, and I'll keep it up throughout the month to see, are we hitting our marks? Did something go down? Did something go up? And usually I get on here and try to do a budget with some of the other ones. Like I said, I haven't seen anything that's matching my needs too much, except mine at the moment, because it kind of works for me. But I think I want something with cash envelopes, and I'm waiting on one company to supply that information for me. So we'll see what the change is. So anyway, our monthly flexes, we don't know what it's going to be. It can be, is the lowest we know it will be is probably 7,500. The highest it will be is always over 10,000. So we went a long way from having 3,000 a month up to, in a matter from October of 2022 up to over 10,000. And the reason I don't pay, which I know is on your mind, most of my bills off, is it's money anxiety. I pay them as they come in, slowly. Plus, I'm working with debt collectors and telling them what I'm going to pay, and also scrutinizing their paperwork, because I did do a lawsuit with one and they had to pay my bill plus damages because of the paperwork, and I explained all that with the debt collector series. Because I feel that if I'm going through that, somebody else is going to go through that, and they don't know how to get out of it. And some people are just so quick to, you just want them out of your life. And I check to make sure that their paperwork is in order. That first letter is crucial that comes to your house. And I make them mail it. There's no email or anything. So they have to mail it to my house. And usually when you work with them, sometimes you can there's also ways to just cut it. Maybe you owe $900. Well, cut it in half. $400. I'm paying $400. That's it. That's all you got. You have the upper hand. It was your debt. So don't be afraid to do what you got to do. Okay, for rent or mortgage, I'm going to keep it down. I'm just doing the basic of what it was already, because this is not my final budget, but it's like what do you want to call? The practice worksheet. How's that? Let me move this up a little bit. Okay, rent or mortgage is the first one. The renter's insurance I don't have. House owner's insurance is in my mortgage, so I don't pay that. That's in all that. So we're going to put a 0 there. My total utilities and electricity is on, what is that? It's not, well, yeah. It's on automatic. I want to say it's on a budget. So it's $294.72, and that's high because the electric company thought we were using a lot of electricity, and they actually have an electrical problem in the section where I live. So they're putting down new wiring, so we will shore that up at the end of July. And so they owe me money, they said already. Okay, the internet, cable, and the telephones are $375, and we started businesses, and so that's why that's high. Plus, we are paying off the phones and doing what we got to do, and we have business accounts with the telephones now. Other housing expenses like property tax. My property tax is in my home. That's why that's so high each month, which I wish it was like my parents had, where you paid the property tax and the insurance separately. Now, some people still do, but most homes, probably about 80%, we do not do that. And it would be nice sometimes, but I know what has happened is that some people used to they wouldn't pay it. They'd pay their house payment, and maybe they didn't have enough to pay for their homeowner's insurance, or they wouldn't have any homeowner's insurance, or they wouldn't pay their property tax, and the city would come in and take the house because they owed probably $500 in property tax, and they wouldn't pay it for years. And they would make the home go into foreclosure. And so they kind of got tired of that and said, no. All right. So then groceries and them, I don't do that right now. I just kind of go down. And you can do it. It's got groceries and household supplies, meals out, and other food expenses. So we won't be doing any meals out because they said they wanted to stay home for Easter. So I will be cooking in the house, and I already know, and I'm on the no spend type thing. If I did the groceries and the household supplies, there's money in the envelope already. So I don't have to put out of this check. This is April's check. That's the way I do it. This is April, and this is my practice sheet. What's going on with April? And I'm going to be in the envelope. And the envelopes don't count on here. I'm just pretending what's coming out of this check that I'm doing. Now, you don't have to do it that way. You can go, I'm going to put this much for groceries and this for that. And I'm not putting anything out of this check for groceries because my envelope is already full for groceries. If there's any other expenses with groceries, there's nothing there. All right. So public transportation, that also means like Lyft or Uber, or somebody picks you up and you give them $20 or whatever, So you can keep that there. Some people actually keep money for that in case it happens. Gas for the car envelope is full. I don't have to deal with it out of this check. I'm not going to park anywhere where that I know of. Like I said, I can come back and fix this. This is the practice sheet. Car maintenance, it's not going in this month. The brakes did me in right now. I'm not doing it. Okay, the car insurance is $152.11. I was going to pay it off, but one of the bills decided to give me a deal. And I said, well, we'll forget that. And so the car loan is $611.74, $611.74. I'm not going to give them any extra this month. And other transportation things are $0. So I'm done with that part. And the total, we'll do that when I get finished. Right, let's go to the next sheet. Hopefully you could see all of what was going on with me. And I'm just doing the basics right now. I don't want to do anything else. I'm just doing the basics, bills, expenses. Because they kind of dictate what's going on if you're not careful. Okay, so we're going to start on our next sheet right here. Now, remember I paid my medicine for 6 months. Now, I paid the medical insurance. My medicine is $500 a month. That's my deductible for medicine. Now, I don't know. It goes up and down. Depends on the insurance company. So, right now, I don't have a bill for it for April, so it's $0. My health insurance, I paid for 6 months. So I will be saving in the envelope for that. I'm not putting out anything for it. There's no expenses so far for anything else. We're planning on going to the doctor and the eyeglass this month, but I have money for that. There's no child care or child support. Money given or sent to family. My kids have money. I'm not sending any money. Clothing and shoes. Nope. We have laundry I won't be doing. I don't do laundry. And I don't go to the dry cleaners. If you have a washer, a dry cleaner, or you have to go somewhere to put change into a laundry, that's where that would go. Donations I do for 2 YouTube channels is $10.74. Entertainment, movies, and amusements, we won't be going there right now. Other personal expenses like beauty items, we won't be doing that. Fees for cashiers, checks, and money transfers, I don't do those. You may do those if you have to pay a bill. I usually send checks, so I got a record of everything. Prepaid cards and phone cards, we don't do that. Bank or credit card fees, no, my bank dispensed with any fees, whether you're late or whatever. So we don't have those fees anymore. The other fees, no, and the other bank we use, they don't have any fees. They stopped doing it. Way after, way after the other one. We don't have any school costs this month. Other payments like credit cards. So we have payments. So we're going to put is it $992.06. And that's where our payments are going. And then we have, and that's part of a debt payment too, and regular payments. And then our business, other expenses, businesses, supplies, or whatever we have to have. It's $143.19. All right, so let's go back to the first sheet. It's under here. All right, come on. Come back, come back. All right, go over there. All right, so our first sheet, I put the total on each sheet to see kind of what's going on and to be happy and thrilled. So for the first sheet, okay, everybody get together because I don't really this mat here. All right, so for the first sheet, okay, the total for this section is $2,030.72. And I will highlight as I go, probably. If I find a lighter color to do that with. I think this will do. So I kind of know the total for that one. Not kind, I do know the total. So we totaled that up. All right, so then the next section, which is down here, I write it under here and I go 763.85 is that section. We know the food section, I have nothing, so it's a none. And then the health section is a none. Don't need to highlight it because I don't need to see it again. And then we've got the donation section, which is $10.74. Which is two YouTube channels that I donate to. And then the last section is right there. And it comes out to be 1135.25. Yes, I have a cheat sheet here. It's really the same budget copied. Just wanted you to see me write some of the things down. All right. So now, like I said, this fluctuates, so there's nothing I can do for this. You know, at least I know I'm calculating in my head. At least I know we get at least 75 is the lowest technically, not 7,000. And we can go over 10,000 plus on this one. And I can't calculate that. I have to do that as we go through the month. Now, for this one right here, all of the total expenses are $3,940.56. So those are our expenses right there. And when you go back over these, you'll see it's real easy to see where you spent money. All it means is you spent money. Where am I spending money at? And then when you get done, you subtract that from this. And this one's going to leave you your happy, I want to say, leftover money, which is right here. And so I'm going to put that in pink because you got leftover money. And that's all there is to this budget. I can't say right now because I don't know. Leftover, I'll put a little smiley face there. And you can use that, save it. I mostly save it. I didn't do emergency plan till January. I got it funded. I really am more of a believer on saving, especially when you got kids or whatever. And if there's an emergency, it can come out of savings. They're like the same thing to me. They're not separate. I don't have a separate account for the emergency, and I don't have a separate account for the savings. They're all in the same thing. But anyway, that's what I wanted to show you today. And so basically, I know what's going on for the months, next month. There's no problems about what's going on. I'm not worried about is there a rollover from March, which it is. I know that about March. I'm just kind of getting ready for the April. And it's the 19th, and spring will be springing next month. So take care. Enjoy your day. And whatever else you're going to do, it's really sunny here and happy, and I'm going out for a bit and take a break. And then I'm back to the old, what they say, grindstone. Well, take care. I hope you have a lovely day. Enjoy yourself. Smile at somebody and tell them how fabulous they look out there as you walk by them, and see what they do. Do they smile back or just in shock? Take care. Love you all. Love my subscribers. Love everybody. Like and subscribe. Thank you for viewing. Bye-bye.